3 a.m. in the Iranian desert, one missile launches, then 10, then 100, then 100, then 1,000. All targeting people have exactly 90 seconds of warning before impact.
Iran is 75 times larger than Israel with 10 times the population and 4 times the military manpower, but Israel has survived and won every single war thrown at it since 1948, making this the ultimate.
Iran does not fight alone. 3,000 ballistic missiles, hypersonic Fattah missiles, 1,000 cruise missiles, plus Hezbollah from the Saudi Arabis that they're hunting Israel on every single side.
Israel's secret is not size but layers. Iron Dome, David Sling, and Arrow 3 create 3 separate defensive shields, while the modified F-35 Adir.
The Iron Dome is Israel's first miracle of survival. Its radar detects every incoming rocket, can objective fire as a Adir, with a 90% success rate that has saved thousands of Israeli lives in real combat. The Arrow 3 does something no other defense system on Earth can do. It intercepts ballistic missiles in space above the atmosphere before they can re-enter, and in April 2024 it did exactly this against real Iranian ballistic missiles in the first real-world test of its kind.
Israel's F-35 is the most heavily modified F-35 in the world. Israeli engineers have added classified systems that even America does not know about, giving it the stealth capability.
Israel's greatest asymmetric weapon is invisible. Mossad agents operating inside Iran have mapped every nuclear facility and tracked every commander, giving Israel the intelligence advantage that defeated Iran's Stuxnet program and eliminated its nuclear scientists. America is never just a spectator in this conflict. In April 2024, U.S. warships, midships, would attack immediately. The Adir group, the world's most powerful military, into the fight. The trigger that starts everything. Israel strikes Iran's nuclear facility. Iran's supreme leader authorizes 1,000 missile retaliation. Hezbollah activates from the north. How it has officially begun. 1,000 missiles and 200 drones are now all simultaneously targeting one country the size of New Jersey. Ballistic missiles from above, cruise missiles at sea level, drones filling the middle. Israel's layered defense activates in seconds. Arrow 3 intercepting ballistic missiles in space, David Sling threats, Iron Dome destroying short-range rockets, and U.S. destroyers firing in April. Even with a 70% interception rate, Israel cannot stop everything. 150 missile rate causes real 50 casualties, proving that saturation attack remains the most innovative system.
Israel does not absorb the attack. Israel does not absorb the attack. Wait. Within minutes,
the F-35I Adir achieves what no other aircraft could, flying completely invisible through Iran's air defenses to drop GBU-28 bunker buster bombs to defend the Iran civilians. As Israel fights Iran's missiles from the east, Hezbollah opens a second front from the north, launching from its arsenal of 150,000 rockets at northern Israeli cities including Haifa. Israel activates its ultimate survival mechanism. Calling up 300,000 reservists transforms the country overnight into a fully mobilized war machine. America's entry changes everything in a single mission. Spirit stealth bombers, dropping GBU-57 bunker busters on the Ple-57 forward buster.
Iran deploys its most terrifying weapon. The Fattah hypersonic missile traveling at Mach 15 gives Israel's range only 2 seconds.
The USS Gerald Ford enters the Persian Gulf, eliminating Iran's naval threat. Tomahawk strikes destroy Bandar Abbas, F-A-18s eliminate the fast attack fleet, and America secures the Persian Gulf. Israel simultaneously strikes every known Hezbollah position in Lebanon. Are all hit in coordinated airstrikes that reduce Hezbollah's launch rate by 70% within the first 24 hours. Iran launches its second wave of 500 missiles targeting the same Israeli cities, but now they're running low. U.S. supply ships rush emergency resupply, and while more missiles get through, Israel absorbs every hit and keeps fighting. F-22 Raptors enter Iranian airspace, and the result is completely one-sided. Iran's F-14s cannot track the stealth fighters. AIM-120 missile lists with 0 or more hours. The most dangerous moment of the entire war, Israel's Jericho 3 nuclear-capable missiles move to launch preparation status, and Iran pauses its attack, proving nuclear ambiguity is Israel's ultimate survival weapon. Houthis open a southern front, firing missiles at Israel from Yemen and attacking Red Sea shipping. But U.S. Arleigh Burke's destroyers intercept every Houthi missile and Tomahawk southern front completely. Day 3 status report. Iran has expended 60% of its missile arsenal, with nuclear facilities damaged, air force destroyed, and naval bases eliminated. Israel is damaged but fully operational. Iran is losing every conventional engagement but refusing to stop. 40% of its missiles remain, turning this into a war of retreat fighting, and underground facilities keep launching. 3 days into the most intense attack in Israeli history, the nation is damaged but unbowed. Iron Dome batteries still operational. F-35Is still launching. The question of who survives is more complex than it appears. Survival can mean military survival, economic survival, political survival, regime survival, or national survival, and each of the three nations scores very differently across these 5 critical dimensions. Iran's survival scorecard is deeply mixed. Military forces 40% remaining, nuclear programs severely damaged, air force destroyed, and Iran-orbited nations are not losing. Israel's survival scorecard defies the odds. 80% of military forces still operational. The nation is standing after the World War release of history. America's survival scorecard shows minimal military losses, complete air dominance, the carrier group operational, Iran's nuclear threat reduced, but billions spent, and oil at $200 per barrel, affecting every American. The world pays the price for a war it had no part in starting. Oil at $200, the straight destruction in Russia watching and learning, and a $3 trillion global economic hit that affects every nation on Earth from America to Zimbabwe. 5 permanent lessons emerge from this three-way war. Layered defense enables survival, not victory. Nuclear ambiguity is the ultimate deterrent. Proxy networks multiply costs for everyone, and for small nations, survival itself is winning.
यार रोज की लड़ाई और बढ़ता तनाव देखकर लगता है हमारी शादी टूटने वाली है।
हाँ, सोचकर ही मन और ज्यादा परेशान हो जाता है।
लेकिन देखो, मुझे एक आसान तरीका मिला है। यहाँ फास्ट एग्रीमेंट्स पे सिर्फ 5 रुपए में, सिर्फ 5 मिनट में पूरा
डिजिटल AI बेस्ड एग्रीमेंट बन जाता है, वो भी बिना वकील, बिना भाग दौड़ और बिना किसी झंझट के।
सच में? अगर इतना आसान है तो कम से कम हमारी बातों को साफ तरीके से लिखकर गलतफहमियां तो दूर हो सकती।
जब बातें साफ होंगी तो शायद रिश्ते में भी फिर से भरोसा लौट आए।
अगर एक छोटा सा एग्रीमेंट हमारे रिश्ते को बचा सकता है तो हमें जरूर कोशिश करनी चाहिए।
हाँ, भारत का नंबर 1 डिजिटल AI और सुपर फास्ट एग्रीमेंट प्लेटफॉर्म है, जहाँ झटपट एग्रीमेंट सुरक्षित और भरोसेमंद बन जाते हैं।
ठीक है, मैं अभी फास्ट एग्रीमेंट्स ऐप डाउनलोड करती हूँ।
Israel is the true story of this war, surrounded on every side, outnumbered 10 to 1, facing 1,000 missiles and every proxy Iran could throw at it. Yet technology, intelligence, the post-war Middle East looks different but not fundamentally changed. Iran weakened but rebuilding, his nuclear program set back, we are set Babo with enhanced three tides already preparing for the next confrontation that everyone knows is coming. The war leaves the most important question completely unanswered. Iran's nuclear program is damaged but far destroyed, and Iran is already planning facilities 700 meters deep that no current weapon can reach. Now we want to hear from you. Who is the real winner of this three-way war? Comment A for Israel and subscribe to Mukesh AI 3D so you never miss our weekly original military analysis that nobody else makes like this. Now we want to hear from you. Who is the real winner of this three-way war? Comment A for Israel and subscribe to Mukesh AI 3D so you never miss our weekly original military analysis that nobody else makes like this.
The Middle East has never known permanent peace. Only period since 1948, one tiny nation surrounded by enemies has survived every single day.
Israel's survival story begins in 1948 when 5 Arab armies attacked simultaneously and Israel won. Then 1960 September went 3-1. Israel survives because of 7 compounding advantages: technology superiority, Mossad intelligence, mandatory military service, creating universal fighters. Iran faces fundamental limitations that prevent victory. The technology gap with America cannot be closed under sanctions. An aging air force with no match for F-20 fighting both the United States and Israel. America's military dominance is simply unmatched. $800 billion annual budget, 11 carrier groups, 750 bases worldwide, stealth aircraft, no nation on earth can head any warfare. Hezbollah emerges from the war weakened but not destroyed. 80,000 rockets fired, 70,000 still remaining, senior leadership targeted but organization intact. Russia and China are the silent students of this war. Russia analyzing Iron Dome performance and Satra's results, China lesson and Kevizis in the Gerald being directly applied to future and scenario planning. Every American family pays the real price of this war. Oil rising from $80 to $220 per barrel in 1 week. Gas price at Hates and Wills Brazils and Jericho to home. Israel's next-generation survival weapon changes the economics of defense completely. The Iron Beam laser system intercepts rockets for just $3.50 compared to $50,000 per Tamir missile. The nuclear question has no permanent answer. Iran was 90% enriched before the war. The strike sets it back 5 years, but Iran is already building new facilities 700 meters deep. The complete three-way summary. Iran lost militarily, but the regime survived. Israel survived and achieved its nuclear strike objective against all odds. Every American should understand what this war means directly. Gas prices hitting $8 affects every family. U.S. attack personnel are deployed and at risk determines American economic security at home. The uncomfortable truth is that diplomacy was working. The 2015 JCPOA nuclear deal stopped Iran's program completely, no war was needed while it was active, and its collapse eventually led to this conflict. Israel's response to every attack is to upgrade. Arrow 4 now specifically designed to defeat hypersonic missiles. Iron Beam expanded to nationwide coverage. AI targeted against Fattah systems. The final verdict across all dimensions. Israel is the true winner, having survived and achieved its goals. The USA is the military winner, dominating every engagement. Iran is the military loser.
Drop your verdict in the comments right now. A for Israel, B for USA, C for Iran, or D for nobody wins. Subscribe to Mukesh AI 3D and hit the bell because we drop original OK military analysis every week.
1,000 missiles came from every direction and Israel is still standing. Iron Dome still intercepting, F-35Is still flying, the flag still flying over Tel Aviv.
Iran launched 1,000 missiles at a nation the size of New Jersey, and that nation is still standing.